Hello, my beautiful people, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and welcome if you are new. I am so happy to be here. I am so happy that you are here with me today. Today's video is one of my favorite videos to film. In fact, maybe my favorite video to film. I love a book haul. I also love to watch book hauls, and I love to film book hauls. I love to do book hauls. I love to haul books. I just love books. So today we are going to be doing a book haul. Now, it has been 8 months since my last book haul, which seems a bit absurd because how has it been 8 months? Like, I don't understand how time works. Time just absolutely flies by. Like the fact that we are in May of 2026 is absolutely unreasonable to me, and I don't know how it has happened. However, as you can imagine, because it has been 8 months since I did a book haul, I have quite a few books here. And so today's video is going to be a special edition book haul. We are going to go through all of the beautiful editions that I have collected over the last 8 months. And then my next book haul is going to be the regular schmegular editions, the ones that you can walk into the bookstore and get immediately. So that's how I've decided to break it up today, because I simply cannot do this all in one go. It is also extremely hot. Like, I don't know why May has just been so unseasonably warm. Even April, like, it's 25 degrees outside today. I have my window open, so if you can hear background noise, like, I do apologize for that, but I need her. She's my lifeline. I've turned my fan off, but if you see me getting progressively shinier throughout this video, no, you didn't. I'm here to give you the beautiful books, and we're not gonna be looking at the shininess. It's not gonna happen. So that is our plan for today. So with all of that said, without further ado, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and we will get into the book haul. The first book that I'm going to show you guys today is a gorgeous edition of Bourbon and Lies by Victoria Wilder. Now, this is one of my favorite romantic suspense series, if not my favorite romantic suspense series, because I feel like some of the other romantic suspenses that I've read, I haven't enjoyed this series. These are so good. They are like a grittier version of like a romance. Like, I don't even know, like, the vibes are immaculate. Like, if you look at the vibes of this book, as I say with the original covers, that's the vibes they give off. So this is the front cover. This is the lithaven edition. It has gilded edges, and then this is the back. I did get one of their oopsie copies, which supposedly had damage somewhere. I couldn't tell you where, to be completely honest. It also has gorgeous end papers. Like, look at Grant. He is absolutely stunning. And then we have our beautiful girly pop. Now, this book is about our FMC, and I believe her name is Lainey. I cannot quite remember. As you know, I suck with names. So she is put into witness protection program, but not actually witness protection program. So in the middle of the night, she's dropped off on this bourbon distillery ranch, and Grant does not trust her. He says, nay, I do not trust a girl who showed up in the middle of the night. But slowly and surely, they end up falling in love, and maybe trouble might find them in Kentucky. Who's to say? It is so good. It is so beautiful. And it also came with an art print that I can't tell you the entire thing. And then also a card that was like more gilded, but she is currently somewhere over there and I'm not getting up. So it is truly such a stunning edition. Like, I love them so much. And the day that I haul more books and have to turn this like this is the day that I cry. And I forgot to say, it's also signed by Victoria, which is so crazy. The next book that I have to show you guys is actually part of a series. Now, the final book is not here yet because it releases in May in the UK and June in Canada and the States, North America, all that good stuff. But I do have the special edition for the first and second book in this interconnected standalone series, and that is going to be Whiskey Business and Scotch on the Rocks. These are actually such fun editions because they truly are just stunning. They really committed to the bit of a Scottish Highland romance, and I love it so much. It's just the regular cover underneath on a printed hardback, and then the end papers. Like, are you even kidding me? I love them so much. I just finished an advance reader copy for One for the Road, which is the final book in this series, and I actually am so obsessed. It's not even funny, and I cannot wait until I have it in my hands, and like the special edition and the regular edition, because you know both of them are pre-ordered. You know what's happening. I just think these editions are just so like classic and different from a normal special edition that you see. So then we also have Scotch on the Rocks. This is the second book. I also got an art copy of this book when it came out last year. Like, I don't even understand. Like, this is one of my favorite scenes in the entire book, and to have it, we also have, I'm struggling a little bit, the last end paper there. I just love them so much. And then both of them are signed by Elliot Fletcher as well, which is absolutely insane. Whiskey Business is about April. She is coming home from being like a celebrity because her grandfather unfortunately passes away, and she inherits this whiskey distillery. Unfortunately, the whiskey distillery was also promised to the whiskey distiller, who's grumpy, grouchy Mal. And it's their love story. Now, I'm not a big celebrity romance situation person, but this one was absolutely perfect because she's not actually a celebrity. Like, she moves to the Scottish Isles. She's just going back home. It's very, very small. There's not a lot of like famous actress situation. It is mentioned, but it's very like subtle, and their love story is so perfect. Like, Mal is absolutely amazing and one of my top book boyfriends. We then have Scotch on the Rocks, which is Mal's brother Callum, and he ends up with his brother's ex-fiancee Juniper. They are spicier. They are like a bit more like banter. I like when you're mean to me, and it's such a fun dynamic to read about and one that I do not read about often. So that is this one. The next book that I have 4 books to show you, but I'm going to start with the regular ones that I have hauled, and then I'll get into the special editions after. So we are talking about Mate by Ali Hazelwood. This is one of my god tier romance books at this point because like, what do you even mean? Like, the things that were put into this book were insane. I listened to the audiobook I think twice last year within like a month of each other. I was obsessed, and it started an entire werewolf spiral that like it never was fully satiated because nothing lived up to this book in my opinion. And I'm still on the hunt, but I think more in the fall I'll try to go back on the werewolf hunt. I do have a few that I've been collecting over the last little bit, but what makes this book special is I actually ordered it from a bookshop in Texas, which is kind of crazy, and they had signed copies, and so of course I had to pick up this with Ali's signature. I cannot believe it. And then this was the independent bookstore that I ordered from, Black Pearl Books. So that was super fun. That was super amazing. I cannot believe I have a signed Ali Hazelwood. I feel like you never find signed Ali Hazelwoods for like less than $17 gazillion on resale. I'm not going to pay those. I'm a broke university student. I can't be doing this. So finding a regular edition that you had to pre-order, that was Ali's copy, and then I didn't pre-order it because I wanted to read the book first, and then I read the book and I was obsessed with it. So then I called them like a crazy person being like, hey, it said your signed stock was only for pre-orders, but like, do you have any left? And then they're like, yeah, we'll ship it out to you right now. I said, thank you so much. They were actually amazing on the phone. They totally handled my craziness and like delusion of calling so well. I cannot believe I had this in my hands with Ali's signature. It's my only signed Ali Hazelwood book, and I love the green. I love the green. I love the book. It's perfect. We then have another crazy find. As you guys know, I live in Canada. We don't have Target in Canada. So getting the Target exclusive edition for a steal of a deal, a regular paperback price on Facebook Marketplace randomly was insane. This was the first copy of Mate that I actually picked up because I just loved the art on the inside. It's only at Target. I have the sticker there, but I do take the stickers off the covers like a crazy person, but I put them in the book. It's fine. And this is the art print that had me absolutely obsessed. Like, what do you even mean? They are so perfect. So this was the first book that I got, and then I was like, I kind of missed the green, and then I found the signed edition and I said, yes, give it to me now. And then I found out about the owlcrate edition. My amazing friend Sydney, also known as Bloody Brilliant Books on TikTok and Instagram, has an owlcrate subscription. And I texted her in tears, basically, that I don't know anyone with an owlcrate subscription to get my hands on these editions. And she said, girly, I do. And I said, I swear to God, this was not me like fishing. I didn't know. And so she ordered these books for me and shipped them to me. And then the pre-order did not sell out. So I didn't have to do that. But I really secured my copies early, and I was very, very determined to have both Bride and Mate. I do need to do a reread of Bride because it's been too long, but this is the cover of Bride. Look how stunning she is. I absolutely love these editions. Like, these are some of my favorite special editions ever created because they're so different from the original, yet they're so true to the books still. I don't even like understand. And then these, we have quite a few things to show off. So I'm going to take the dust jacket completely off for this, and we are going to get into it. This is the front cover. Like, these are so beautiful. I don't even understand how they make books this freaking stunning. And then we have Misery with her peanut butter, which is honestly so good. I love it so much. You get a little hot and heavy on the back. As if that wasn't enough, have a reversible dust jacket that like matches the vibes of the book in a bit of like a more paranormal way. And then of course, to bring my total copies to 3, we have the Mate special edition. I honestly love these so much. I bought them for myself going into my final year of my bachelor's degree, and they were my little present to myself because if anything, I need more presents to myself. You have to have whimsy in your life, and buying special edition books is my whimsy. I like this. I saw this and I said, they're coming home with me. I don't care what any like situation happens. They're coming home with me, and I don't care what the rest of the book looks like because this is absolutely everything to me. Like, look at their, I can't. I actually don't understand how Ali Hazelwood puts so much beauty and tension and smartness into her books. As a woman in STEM, I love to read about women in STEM, and she just does it in such a way that's amazing. All of this is to say that I love Ali Hazelwood so much, and this edition of Mate and Bride, absolutely stunning. So technically that's the end of my traditional special editions. But now we get to have some fun. Now we get to go into the indie special edition world, and you guys are actually going to perish because I think that I almost perished, because the fact that I have 5 editions of one book is actually insane to me. And something that I do not recommend, something that I do not endorse, but also like if it brings you joy. We're going to start with some Kath Richards. As you guys know, I Love Most Fatal is like my favorite thing in the entire world. So I have my original copy. She's boring. She has the gold spine that we love, the original, but she's boring. We then have Kath Richards with the red spine. This is the new spine that matches I Love Most Brutal's blue spine that we'll get into later. And I actually got gifted this copy from Kath, which is so incredibly special. I ordered what I will get into, and I was texting with her and I was like, I need the red spine to complete my collection and I'll get it soon, like another time that I do an order, because I just ordered something and like the timing didn't work out. And then she put it in with a bunch of other beautiful goodies from this interconnected standalone series. I just feel so incredibly lucky. And this is signed and personalized. And then the other one that I ordered is also signed and personalized. These are basically all signed and personalized because if you order directly from Kath's store, she'll sign and personalize them for you. I have the original I Love Most Fatal special edition. This is the flower cover, and this one is out of print now, so she actually redid the flower covers, and so this one, this gorgeous edition, you cannot get anymore. I think she might have like a very select few left on her shop, but this flower edition is just so sweet, and I just had to have the special edition. So then we have the special edition that she redid to match the I Love Most Brutal's flower cover edition. So she had that original red one that I showed you, and then she did a Love Most Brutal special edition that I'll show you next. And then with that, she was like, they're both flower covers, and then she changed her mind and said, let me give you another special edition that completely matches the other one. So then we have this one, and I just think that these are so fun. As you guys know, I'm obsessed with these books. They are like god tier romances for me, like absolute god tier, specifically the second one, this one too. So I had to have all the editions. If that wasn't crazy enough, things get a little crazy. So if you've been keeping track, we now have 4 editions. We have the original yellow spine, original red spine, first flower edition, the second flower edition, and then a book box said Mafia Rom-Com. And I said, yes. So I have the probably smut edition of Love Most Fatal. Don't even talk to me. Don't even talk to me. Now, I have to say, this is not how I pictured Ranger, and in fact, some of Kath's stickers are of a different Ranger, so I don't entirely know what's going on there, but I love them. I love them nonetheless, and like, look at them. They do look a little bit older. Specifically mate, they've just aged up. They're just growing and you're going to see them in different phases. I will also say that this one is not signed, which was kind of crazy to me. I did think that probably Smut was going to do signed editions, but as all my other editions, except for this yellow spine, are signed and or signed and personalized, whomst am I to critique? Whomst am I? Certainly not me. And then we hop into the last books that are similarly related to these. We have the original edition of I Love Most Brutal. This one I got from Heartbound Bookshop, which is the piece of paper that's trying to escape. I feel like when I order things from special indie bookstores that I don't normally order things, I like to keep their little card in with at least one of the editions so I know where I got it, because also I love a trinket and I need to keep all of the things, so I keep them in my books. So this is the regular edition of I Love Most Brutal, which is like stunning. The blue spine to match the red spine, and then the original special edition that inspired all of the things, inspired everything. So this was the edition that Catherine said, we need a Love Most Fatal to match. And they're so incredibly gorgeous. Like, I actually simply cannot. As you might have seen, some of those I have shown you before, but technically I didn't officially haul them. Thus, they're in the book haul. I love these books so incredibly much, and so to have all of these beautiful editions, I feel so incredibly lucky. It's times like this that I really start to reflect and get sentimental about just what reading has done for me in my life and how it has helped me become the person that I am. These editions mean so much to me. I wake up every morning and I see my bookshelf here and my bookshelf that's over there, and I just smile and I just feel just immense joy from the world that I've been able to go into. And while that's extremely sappy and gross, it is the truth. And so I don't know why I just got hit with this wave of just like gratitude and gratefulness, but alas, this is all the books that I have in this part. We are then going to go to part 2, which is going to be my more regular editions, things that you can hop in and get at the bookstore. So I cannot wait to show you guys those books. That is all that I have for today's video. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye everybody.